So
Okay, ma'am.
I'll record them now. All right, welcome to the Canva Branding class. Hello and welcome. We are excited to have you join us today as we explore the world of online visual branding and what makes a brand truly stand out. In this section, we will dive into the core elements of visual branding, from color palette to fonts, logos, and consistencies along digital platforms. We'll also hold a Q&A section to answer your branding related questions and challenges. For the whole coming 2 hours masterclass, we'll need to dive into how you can create your unique brand, how you can create your unique brand identity, and the steps you need to develop a practical brand guidelines on Canva. And you have your practical sections on Canva as well. So I believe you will have a brief knowledge about what visual representation, what visual online presence is all about. Jumake, please, can you tell me a little of what you know about having that visual online presence? Do you have an idea on what visual presence is? Can you hear me? Jumake, can you hear me?
Hello, ma. Sorry, ma. I was on call before. I didn't hear the question,
All
ma.
right. I said, do you have any brief knowledge on what visual representation or visual present is? Do you have any knowledge on that?
Okay, ma. I can say that to me, that visual representation is what we use to introduce some things using pictorial messages.
Okay. Let me break it down. Visual, when you are talking about
Okay.
visual, it has to do with something that is on site, something you can see. And what are
See.
those things that makes it very, very glaring or makes your presence really visually enticing? What you have, like the layout, the structure, the appearance. That's what makes things appealing to anybody that is trying to view something. Now, you having a visual online presence as a brand means that you need to have something that identifies you, something that differentiates you from any other person or any other, or as a business owner, any other business. Meaning that you must have some form of guidelines that you've already set for your brand, and it has to maintain some consistencies along your social media platforms. Now, there are some elements involved. We are talking about elements such as the logo that represent the symbol of your brand, either as a personal brand or as a business. The logo specifically tells what the person does, like in what industry is the person focusing on, or maybe you have a personal brand, you have to like more specific with the color you are using. What type of color are you using? Are you projecting something like a green? Are you projecting like nature related colors? And one thing about all of these colors is this: they have I'm now on the second one. I've talked about logo. Now I'm on color. Now, color, what it does is you can have a particular color and have different variants of those colors. Some may be warm, some may be a little bit appealing or attractive to the eye, and you realize that when you set a particular color, some people may see it as no, it's not really representing anything, which is why you need to understand that when picking your colors, you have to follow some rules, some guidelines. You can't combine certain colors together. You will not be able to do that. Then another thing again that promotes that visual representation is the type of font. That's the typographical uh, font type, the style you are using, or probably the size as well. Now, when you see a brand, let's talk about our popular brand like the financial institution brand. We are looking at Zenith Bank, we are looking at GTCO. Now, when you look at Zenith Bank, anywhere you are, and you are like, oh, I'm looking for Zenith Bank, immediately you cite the Z sign. It's known everywhere that that is their symbol, and it cannot be forged easily because number one, the way they write the Z, it conform with a particular font type, and you can see it's a design of black and red. Now look at GT. Their orange color is, you may think it's just any orange color until you find out that the code of that color varies from another color. So it's not something they tell people about. It's not something you can just form at the back of your head. Of course, when we are going into the in-depth, we'll be looking at those color variants, how you can easily identify your brand's color palette is very important. The variances, the transparency, and everything, the density is also involved in all of these things. And each of these variants have their code. Now, for the fonts too, you can have some that are for header sizes. You can have font for body. You can have different font styles, different um, from type, meaning that you can have times, new times, you can have area, you can have so many. There are different. We even have websites where you can easily download a particular font that you want. Of course, in the master class, we'll be diving into how you can get a particular font that will suit your own brand. Now, after that, we need to look at, we've talked about the appearances. We need to look also at the website. There's one aspect on that, on the website. Now, there's another aspect of the element that talks on the pictures. When you look at all these photographers, online photographers that are actually global, once someone cites their design, it's easy for them to tell this is the photographer that did this. And sometimes some of these arts brand, they don't really post regularly. Sometimes they may not even input their logo. They only need to share something online, and everybody will know that this thing is coming from this so person or this so brand. So that is why we need, as individual or as business owner, we need to set ourselves apart so that we can easily reach global audiences anywhere. We realize that even if within a small cluster, a small cluster of people, you realize maybe you are in a group of 10 and only one person really sees something, give a positive remark. That doesn't mean that your own visual representation is that bad. It could just mean that it's getting within, it's not reaching the right set of people, the right audience. And you know, when you are online, it's going to be a global thing. No, now I want to move. on that, because the master class is going to entails you setting your unique brand identity. Like I said, you develop a practical brand guidance, and also we'll go into the hands-on section on how you can bring it all to life. So I want to share a brief details for the next aspect.
Meet
You
Jumok
shared a
Raji,
brief.
the force behind
Okay.
MyTechSpace Nexus Concepts, a digital bridge where creativity meets technology. In December 2024, Jumok led the 3CS Digital Skills Training, a dynamic learning experience that equipped participants with real-world skills in Canva for design, ChatGPT for AI conversations, and CapCut for media editing. With sessions spread across weekdays and weekends, each class brought fresh energy. No two were the same, but the impact didn't stop there. Her branding with Canva workshop has since gained momentum, helping participants create polished, authentic brand visuals with confidence. Through MyTechSpace, Jamo continues to light the way for digital empowerment, where anyone can learn, create, and lead.
So now I want to ask this question. What if your brand could speak for you without saying a word? What will you say if your brand can actually speak for you? Will you feel satisfied? Will you want more, or what will you? I need a few words on that. Please, is there anybody? Hello? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the phone. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
ma. Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you, ma.
Please, what can you say? What if your brand could actually for you without you saying any word? What will you be? Will it be?
Yes, I'll be very happy if my brand can speak for me because I cannot be everywhere at the same time.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes,
So, have you had any experience creating a visual brand identity online, maybe in
yes,
any
ma.
form?
Yes,
Okay, can you share what you actually created? Just briefly.
I was able to create my brand's logo.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
What's it about? What industry?
Fashion designing.
Fashion designing. And how
Yes,
has
ma.
been the review when you did the logo? How was the review from people and
Mm,
from others?
I have a great review,
Okay.
but I'm still building on the brand, so I cannot really say maybe it's working already or not. But I still look forward to that.
All right. All right. We are all learning. We are all on the learning. From time to time, the trend changes, and once you are consistent, it becomes less stressful and less complicated. So I don't know if anybody wants to share something on this. Is there anybody, any other person? You can unmute, please, if there's anybody that wants to share before we move on. Teachers.
I think
Okay, I can hear you, sir.
let me just say something. Yeah, in relation to the question you asked, what if brand could speak for you without saying a word? I think when I started our brand that we're trying to build now, I just hired someone that is not really good at graphics.
Okay.
So I discovered that the level of followership was, but as soon as we start giving last month to professional different, people started saying,
Yeah, that's good.
oh, so it goes a lot like the brand identity and the elements you build. will go a long way to build the confidence of the brand, and the perception of people about the brand will change if you actually give it to people that knows what they're doing.
Yes. Now, the first thing you mentioned was you are not really into designing and you don't really have that experience. Now, what Canva is trying to say is, irrespective of your level of experience in designing, you can easily set up your brand identity with ease. And another feature is that you can do a form of collaboration. Maybe you did something by yourself, someone from your creative team did something. Through the team features, you can actually collaborate on real time. The only thing you just need is to have a link that you can share, a shareable link where other team members can join and view and do a form of comment on the on the on the brand kit. We call it brand kit. It's under brand kit on Canva. So I think we should move on now because of the time. I don't want to keep us waiting for too long. So we've talked briefly on that, and we only need to I've talked on all of these elements already. You can see I've talked on it. So we only need to know if is there anybody that may be interested in the master class. So that we work on the price and as well as we schedule a time for the class. It's also going to be online, except if someone wishes to have a physical class. So I don't know, is there anybody that would be interested in the paid master class? And if you are not too fine with the paid master class, can you signify? You can send through chat or probably on mute and let's hear so that we can round up. I really appreciate everybody for joining, for registering, and for taking time out to attend this section. It's very, very important to me. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. So please, is there anybody that would be interested in the paid masterclass?
Yeah,
And how
I
much are
think
you willing to invest for the 2-hour experience?
I think the paid master class is a welcome idea. For
Okay,
me,
sir.
I feel like there's nothing too much to do to get value. So personally, I think I'm interested in it. I will not be the one to tell you like this is the amount we'll take for it. I know this is the first time, but I just want you to look at the value you'll be dishing out and put the price for us and we'll follow suit. And also, um, whatever it is, I just want to encourage everyone, if you see something that is valuable to you, um, do not hesitate to patronize it. So that is what I would say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Maxon. I'm really grateful for that. Please, anybody that wants to say something? Mr. Shakin, Mr. Joel, you've not said anything, and I don't know your full name. It's just showing Joel's iPhone. I the reason why I want people to suggest how they want it or the amount is because I don't want it to be a pressure on anybody. Normally, I'm supposed to take the class for free, but because of certain issue, I will not be able to do that. So please kindly suggest, give your opinion. Please, can we suggest so that we can round up? I don't want to keep everybody. Mr. Tilola Taufik, are you still there? Miss Lawal Miriam. Okay, how many of us are interested in the paid class? Normally, the class is supposed to take 100,000 for the whole section. Of course, we can extend the 2 hours depending on how the attendees are able to grab the practical section. So please, can we just talk? Mr. Atilola Taufik. Are we there? Please
Yes, ma.
signify. Please, let's
I'm
hear your
interested
opinion.
in ma. Hello, ma.
I'm listening.
Yes, I said I'm interested in the master class,
Okay.
but
Are you
on the
okay with the
months.
amount that I mentioned, or you may
What I
not be
mean,
able to?
what amount, ma?
Hello,
It's
ma.
100,000.
I can't afford this, ma.
So that's why I want everybody to talk. I want everybody to talk.
Okay.
Hello, ma.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you for having me. First of all, let me say that I really commend this initiative, at least to push us, most of us that are eager to be a branded, to have a brand stuff forward. It's good to have a paid master class, but let us, we are appealing that you consider this situation for us so that we will able to at least come to participate.
Okay. So what are you suggesting, Mr. Atilola?
If I will not sound ridiculous, at least for us to start, if you can have the half of the payment, so that it will ginger us to, because the moment we enter and we see the benefit and the proceed of what we are backing on, so we will not mind even further to to commit more.
Okay, sir. So you are saying 50,000 is okay for you?
That's what I'm suggesting.
All right. Miss Jumake, you've not said anything about the fee, or someone left already. Mr. Fashakin and Mr. Joy, we want to hear your opinion too. Miss Jumake? Okay, Mr. Fashakin,
Madam
please go ahead.
Jumoke, good afternoon.
Good
How are
afternoon,
you?
sir. I'm fine,
Yes,
thank you.
whatever price that you are giving is fine. But what I would suggest is you just your price is fine, but just write it there that you're giving discount. Because if you start with 50,000, if they agree that it's 50,000 now, it's like you pegged yourself. For master classes, we know what it entails. You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
It might be up to 100,000, might be up to 200,000, but yeah, not everybody. Fine, we know that it's not everybody that can afford it. So in that regard, you can say you are doing 50% discount for some people, you are doing 75% discount, you are doing whatever discount for people. Don't limit yourself.
All
That's my
right.
own opinion.
Thank you, sir. So how much will you be
Mhm.
willing to pay?
Yeah, I'll get back. We'll get back. I'll get back to you.
Okay. So, Mr. Joel, you've not said anything, sir. Mr. Joel, can you hear me? Mr. Joy is not talking. So please, I'm going to we'll soon round up, and I'm going to within 24 hours, I'm going to communicate a form to us on how we can schedule the class. Probably if next week is okay for us, or if we are ready, I will also share the account to make payments, and then we schedule the class. Are we together?
Okay, ma'am.
All right,
Yes,
sir.
yes, we are together.
Okay, I'm going to share the account details here. And once I receive payment, I'm going to contact you on how we'll schedule your class. I hope that's fine, sir.
Okay, sir. Oh, okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir.
That's fine. I think I have a question. I don't know. For
Okay,
those
please go
working,
ahead.
is it possible to get the videos? Because maybe when you schedule the class, if I'm not free, can I get a video to watch it
Yes, you
later?
will have access to
I
the
think
replay.
it's
You are going to have
Okay.
access to the replay, and I will
Okay.
ensure you get the file. You get access to it.
All right.
It's
Thank
going
you.
to be either downloaded and sent to you, or probably given access on YouTube, on my YouTube page.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So I want to type in the account details. Once I received, I'm going to contact everybody. Sorry. Please, is there any feedback? Anybody that wants to give feedback on this section, please. You can help me chat send it in the chat section. Feedback, please. Would like feedback for this section. Can you hear me? Please, feedback. Anybody that wants to give feedback?
I think they should send the feedback to you,
Okay.
maybe privately.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, when you make the payments, kindly put in the narration masterclass, Canva Branding Masterclass. Okay, that's it. Sorry.